Everyone, this is Stuart and welcome back to another 3 Dogs and an RV. And today we're doing a campground review, or maybe an RV resort review for the Madison RV and Golf Resort here in Madison, Florida. And if you don't know where Madison, Florida is, it is approximately an hour east of Tallahassee, just north of Interstate 10, sandwiched between Interstate 10 and the Georgia-Florida state line. So let's go in and have a look at this great golf and RV resort here in Madison, Florida. All right, as you're coming into the Madison Golf and RV Resort, you're gonna come in on US Route 90 or Florida Route 53. You're gonna watch for this intersection right here. Now, my GPS took me past this. Watch for that little blue camper sign and the Madison Veterinarian Clinic on the left-hand side. And you're gonna wanna turn left here where the Madison Golf and RV Resort sign is on the little fence there. My GPS took me straight and I had to backtrack through some residential streets. Wasn't terribly painful, but it was a little, had to carefully stick handle my way through some residential neighborhoods. So you're gonna come in off this road here and you're gonna follow it along for maybe a couple tenths of a mile, and you're going to come into a Y junction here and it's going to veer off to the left hand side, and there's signs here pointing, but they're not very big signs, so you may miss it. You're going to turn left right here. Watch for this sign on Captain Brown Road. Just veer off to the left right here and then come down this road here. Should be passable for any size rig, no problem. And you're going to go past some residential houses on the right and left hand side and come down this road here. I do believe it's called Captain Brown Road. And you'll just keep an eye out for the signs to turn left at the just up here a little bit. Again, it's very well signed, so if you're paying attention, you should have no problem getting through here. You're going to go by WMAF on the right hand side, which is a radio station, and there's there's lots of signs. So there's a sign on the right, a sign on the left. You're going to turn left here, and there is a set of railroad tracks you're going to have to go over here just up the road. And just be careful. There's not a lot of rail traffic. Probably seen about half a dozen trains in the 2 weeks that we've been here. And you're going to go over the railroad tracks here and then veer off to the left. Now there is a gate to the right. Once you check in, you'll get a gate code, and you can go in and out with your towed vehicle that way. But you're going to come to the left, follow the signs to check in, go through this other gate here. Usually it's open during business hours so that the golfers and everybody in. You're going to follow this road along here and just follow along and just keep following the signs until you get to the main place to check in. There's a speed limit of 10 miles an hour here as well. Over on the left-hand side, as we're coming up on this road here, you'll see the golf clubhouse and the pool. The weather hasn't been the greatest for us to check out the pool this time around. But yeah, you'll see lots of signs. Resort check-in, turn right here, follow the road along on the right-hand side. You'll find some pickleball. Pickleball is going to be a very popular activity here. Yeah, just keep following me around. Now you're going to come up here where you go across one of the fairways on the golf course. Just keep an eye open here for any golfers that may be hitting off on one of the tee boxes up on the right-hand side here. Again, it's not a very busy golf course, so it should be no problem for you to get across here. Come across here, and you'll see over on the right-hand side is the yellow building is where you're going to want to park and check in for your stay here at the Madison RV and Golf Resort. And just come in, park your rig wherever you need to park it, and then go in and check in with the wonderful staff here. So when you park your rig, you're going to come to this yellow building behind me here, and you're going to see the great staff here and check in for your stay here at the Madison RV and Golf Resort. Like I said, they're great people here. They'll take awesome good care of you. So let's go in and check them out. Obviously, it's Christmas and New Year's by the time we're here. It's December 4th, the time we're recording this video. So yeah, just come right in this building here and see the great people. So this is the main building where you check in, like we mentioned earlier. On the other side of this building is the washer and dryer room. Lots of washers and dryers, and there's some showers that you can use if you're a guest here in this building as well. So yeah, this is the bathhouse and laundry facilities. and the main office. There's also packages. You can get packages delivered here from Amazon or your favorite online shopping, get mail delivered here, and the staff will keep it in an area that you can come in during office hours and collect any mail that you may get. Also, I do believe if you stay here for 30 days or more, they supply you with a golf cart. So that's a nice little added bonus for people that stay a little longer than 30 days. We've been here for 2 weeks, and I said this has been a pretty decent RV park. So one of the added benefits of this RV park is golf. So I haven't golfed here, although I like to golf. I haven't gone out and golfed here, but it's a 9-hole golf course. It looks like a normal size golf course, just 9 holes. I'm not sure what the green fees are, but I do understand if you are a guest at the RV park, you get a discount on your green fees. So you would come to this pro shop here, check in, and play your round of golf. So like I said earlier, this is a 9-hole golf course. So if you want to play 18, you can go around twice. And my understanding is they just changed the tee boxes up slightly to give the conception that it's a different hole. But that's one of the ways they get around to play 18. You'd have different tee boxes for, say, number 4 and number 13, for example. So as you're going around twice, you get a different look. Like I said, I haven't played around here. The course looks like it's in fairly okay condition. The greens look like they're well kept up. The fairways are a little dry. We haven't had much rain in the 2 weeks that we've been here, so they look like they're a little dry. I don't think they're watering the fairways frequently, but the greens look like they're in pretty good shape, and it seems to be a pretty busy golf course. So every time I've come here, there's always been people out. So yeah, so that's it. It's a 9-hole golf course, and if you want to play 18, you just go around twice, and the tee boxes do change up depending on which hole you're technically playing. And the swimming pool here looks like it's very well maintained. Again, it's been a little chilly here since we got here at the end of November. We've had some nights where the lows have gotten into the mid-30s. Actually, probably a little bit cooler than that. So it's not ideal swimming weather, but you can see the pool is very well maintained. And I'm sure on the hot Florida days, this is a place where a lot of people come to beat the heat. All right, so behind me here is one of the lakes that are in the property. You can take a kayak or a canoe or something out here on the water and pounce around. Now, keep in mind, we are in Florida, so automatically assume that there's gators in the water. Like, that's a Florida rule. If you see a body of water, it's always safe to assume that there's gators in the water. Now, I haven't seen any. It doesn't mean they're not there. So be careful when you're out in the water, but there's lots of great lakes like this scattered around the property. One here, one on the other side of the golf course. And yeah, just check them out at leisure. I don't think you can fish here. I saw a sign that said no fishing, but I'm sure you can take some non-motorized watercraft out and putt around the lake for a bit. So an activity that is very popular here in the RV community in Florida is pickleball. Now, I never heard of pickleball until I came to Florida. So it's new to me. I don't know how to play it. I'm assuming it's like tennis, maybe, like tennis and badminton and ping pong kind of tied into one, but I'm not sure. So let's go check out. There's some people playing. Let's go see what they're doing. So one of the great things about this RV resort is this humongous dog run area. It's huge. And you know who really likes it? Archie. Tell me how much you like this place. Hey, how much you like this place? Look at all the space he has to run. He is one happy dog. Loves coming here. And it's good for a little bit of exercise for me too. Yeah, Archie loves it. I like it. And this place is just remarkably large for dogs. And it looks like the king has found some friends here too. Hey, you give me the ball, Archie? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Right here. Here, you want this? Is this what you want? This is what you want? This is what you want? Go get it. Archie. 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 Yeah. So I'm not sure what the deal of this park is for age, but I do believe it's a couple of years old, and all the sites look very well maintained. Some of them are gravel. A good percentage of them have concrete pads, full hookup, so you got your 50 amp water, sewer, all the stuff that you need. The internet here is fairly good. There's been a couple times in the last 2 weeks where it's been a little congested, and we have used the park Wi-Fi. Like I said, most of the time it's been running really well. A couple of times we were experiencing some lag and we had to flip over to our AT&T of our smartphones. Our T-Mobile FMC Connect Plus package, although we're getting 5G coverage on it, doesn't seem to be that stable. So we didn't use that for the 2 weeks we were here. But that said, the park Wi-Fi was fairly good. I didn't do any Teams meetings with work on it or Zoom meetings, but I used my internet off my phone for that. But overall, I had no problems working and getting a full day of work in here on the Wi-Fi here in the park, and then streaming Amazon Prime Video or YouTube video at night on our smart TV and our Apple TV. So good internet, good coverage in here in the park for AT&T. Verizon, I don't know. T-Mobile on our Tech Connect Plus wasn't all that great, but park Wi-Fi was really good too. So that worked. So I'm standing outside of our spot. We were in spot number 56, which is a back-in gravel pad. It was fairly good. We booked at the last minute, so we couldn't get one of the fancy concrete pull-through pads. But this spot here worked really, really well for us. Fairly level, no issues with our leveling equipment at all, and it was comfortable. We backed up against the woods, which was really nice, and very, very quiet campground. I'm not even gonna call it a campground, an RV park. And yeah, this is our spot number 56. Let's go have a quick look around. So you can see here we got our rig not even backed up all the way. And we have a 43 footer, so not even backed up all the way. And we still had plenty of room to park our car with a few feet to spare. But yeah, we can see we have lots and lots of room. Now there's no overhead coverage here, but the only downside, and it's not even the park's fault, is our side of the rig here is pointing towards the sun all day. And like I said, we haven't had much rain here, so the sun's been beating down on the side of the coach for the last 2 weeks. And if you know anything about the Thor Venetian floor plan, the temperature sensors for the living room and the bedroom are in the slide-out. So our air conditioners have been working a little overtime because the sun beating down on the side of the rig has caused those sensors to misread and read really hot. But you can see here, full hookup, water, sewer, and electric, and lots of room as we come around here to the rear of the coach. We still had another 3, 4, 5 feet here that we could have went back if we needed to. The pedestal, again, the standard RV park pedestal. You got your 30 amp, 50 amp, and your 110. This was a great investment for us, the Power Watchdog. If you need a surge protector, and highly recommend you get one of these. This is the one to get. I'll explain in future videos why I like this one. But yeah, you can see lots of room. Now the bonus of the sun beating down on the other side, we have the shade on our patio side for a good chunk of the day. The only time it really gets unbearable back here is when the sun is going into the horizon, and then it's bright and sunny on this side. But overall, it's fairly good. And there's Missy out here enjoying the patio. We had our Blackstone and our Weber grill set up here, and she's out here having her smoke, enjoying a Saturday. And we put the doggy pen. Here's the real stars of the show. You know, Sammy, Spooky, and Archie. And they had you can see Archie's been busy digging holes, because that's what Archie does. But Missy seems to be starting to put only a small pen up, where we used to put the big one. If you go back to some of our older videos when we were in Ontario, we had the bigger one out there. But she's only starting to put the little one up here now, because I don't think we have the room for the big one here.
We do. I could have been creative and put it like that, but I didn't. Just watch that big bird.
There's the big bird flying around.
They've been known to steal chihuahuas.
Yes, we know. All right, let's go check out more around this campground. Now at night, these lampposts all light up, so we have lots of light around the campground for you to walk around in the dark and not get lost and not get hit by cars. But these all nice out. It looks really nice at night. Lots of room in the road to navigate around, especially with a bigger rig. There's one of the concrete pads here across the way from us, and they all have pretty much the same things as we have, although they just have a concrete pad. So pull through concrete pad. We've talked to a few people that have stayed at these ones. If you get your hand, I always like to stay on concrete myself. But if you can get your hands on one of these ones, these are the ones to get. And here's one of the park Wi-Fi systems for you see they've invested in some really good Wi-Fi equipment here to offer. I said it was fairly decent Wi-Fi and good coverage. We had no problem connecting. And like I said, streaming audio, streaming YouTube, a little buffered just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And also during the day. Now, obviously, in any location, you're only as good as your upstream. And the upstream here is on CenturyLink. So at times, CenturyLink has been known to be a little over subscribed. and you do see that when you're testing the connection. But overall, Wi-Fi was good here. The main road coming into the RV sites is paved, but as you get onto these side roads, they turn into gravel. But the main road paved coming in. Over that way is the clubhouse where I first showed you where to check in. But you can see lots and lots of room here between the rigs. You're not on top of your neighbor. Lots of room to spread out and enjoy your time here. Rates wise, I think we paid about $750 for the 15 days that we were here, which is fairly decent. Two sites similar to the one that we're in, back in gravel. They all look fairly level, so you shouldn't have any problems leveling your rig when you get here. I do have to admit, it's always great seeing another Bills fan wherever we travel. Go Bills. All right, look who's joined us for the tail end of this video. None other than
Missy.
All right, Missy. So I've done a tour of the RV. I'm not even calling this a campground review. I'm calling it a RV resort review.
Okay.
Because that's what it really is, right?
Well, that's where we found it on. Upscale.
Yeah, we found it on Upscale RV Resorts, the whatever app that was. No, it's now Spooky Once.
I know.
So we have the king with us. Right, Arch? Say hi. Say hi to all your fans, Arch. No, not me. Them. Look, these people. These are your fans. Look. Anyway, so Missy, how would you rank the Madison Golf and RV Resort? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being lousy.
Oh gosh.
No pressure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7.
A 7? Interesting.
Yeah,
why a 7?
It's really, really quiet here, which is good. That's a plus.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's not warm enough to go swimming, so we didn't take advantage of the pool.
But is that the campground's fault?
No, that's not. No,
All right.
No.
Okay.
It's just we stayed at that one in Nashville, the Nashville KOA, and to me that was a lot nicer.
And we didn't go swimming there.
No, we didn't. But we went and took in the entertainment at night. The pool was beautiful, and it was had a nice deck.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit nicer.
Okay, so Missy scores it a 7.
The pads were nicer. You didn't have to take your furniture out.
But in all fairness, there are places like that here too, where they have nice fire pits and.
They don't have the furniture, and they didn't have dog runs here.
Okay, so you're comparing. Yeah, okay, I get it.
I'm comparing everything. The one at Nashville was a little bit nicer.
Okay, so 7 out of 10. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
And the reason why I give it an 8 is because those things, although they're nice to have, they're not the end of the day, at the end of the world. I look at internet. The internet was fairly good here. Wasn't?
It was all right.
She said they were all right for everything. Missy, how did you enjoy your dinner? It could be the best dinner in the world. She'll go, it was all right.
No, I'll say it was really good if it was really good.
No, she goes, it was all right.
No, I don't say it.
Anyway, that's her favorite line. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says, it was all right. Look at that face.
I'll give you one thing. I do say it's different if I didn't like it. If she doesn't like something. I don't like it, I'll just say
if she doesn't like something, she'll let you know. But if it's good, she'll say, it was all right.
No, that's not true. If it's just all right, I'll say it's all right.
No, it's more like this. It was all right.
You're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
There.
Anyway, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. The internet was okay. It wasn't, like I said earlier, it wasn't the best, but it served
right.
It served its purpose. The dog run was a nice big dog run. KOA doesn't have a big dog run like that, so
it depends on which KOA you go to.
The king liked it. He loved it. He was happier than a dog in muck.
Yeah, probably.
I like the fact that it's quiet. There's not a lot of disturbances.
You gotta let them hear spooky.
They can hear spooky. Trust me. There wasn't a lot of disturbances, so I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Question now is, would you come back?
I suppose if it was nicer weather and you were golfing and we were staying a month and you got the golf cart and you could just flip back and forth and go play golf, if you were taking advantage of that, maybe, yes. Because that one we stayed at in Indiana, you had to drive 45 minutes to go play golf?
Well, that's because that's the golf course my cousin picked.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
There were probably golf courses that were closer.
Well, it would be handy if you were golfing.
Yes.
Yes.
And we don't do a lot of activities, so we don't take advantage of the pickleball, and we don't do anything like that. So we're not very active. You can tell by my chins on the camera. We're not very active.
No.
And we don't normally talk to a lot of people.
No.
Missy, it could be the nicest day. Missy will stay inside the RV.
No, I come in and out.
Yeah,
I bring the dogs out.
yeah, but she doesn't go and socialize. She doesn't go talk to the campground girls.
I have no need to go up to people, strangers, and just start blabbing away like you do. No.
Yeah, that makes sense different. Okay, so Missy scores Madison Golf and RV Resort a solid 7 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. So let's settle the difference and say 7.5.
Okay.
So our overall rating, 3 dogs in an RV rating, 7.5 out of 10.
Well, we got a nice gift bag when we got here.
Yes.
That had playing cards and some information and stuff.
The staff was
That
great.
was kind of nice. The staff is really nice. They do have a sign right by the office for a repair guy that Stuart took advantage of.
State Line RV Repair, very good.
Great.
Yeah.
They fixed our air conditioner, so that was good.
So, so 7.5 out of 10 is our final score.
We met some Bills fans up top there.
Yes. 7.5 is our final score.
We had a fire with those people in the mountain air that one night.
But,
I'm sure you saw in the video, we went through that tour of that big, huge house that, I don't know how many hundreds of years old, 200-year-old house. That was beautiful. It did go out on auction. I kind of wanted to get it, but Stuart didn't, so we didn't get it, and it went for way less than it should have.
$250,000.
See, I would have been okay living in it because on weekends you can go to Tallahassee, you can go to Valdosta, so you have stuff to do.
She's just rambling on now.
But living in Madison, yeah, that would have been tough.
She's just rambling on. Let's wrap. Let's wrap up this video because this closing has now become 6.5 minutes long.
Okay, yeah, there's not much in Madison to do. So if you're coming here to like do things, you have to drive a distance to do things.
And it's going to make our video team, like, this is going to be a challenge for them to edit.
Although this afternoon there is lighting of the Christmas tree lights and stuff from 4 to 7. So we're going to go and take advantage of that.
You know what this reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
When my kids were little, there was a little show on TV that had like sheep, and they had this song called the song that never ends. What was the name of that?
This is the song.
That's the song. Yeah. What was it? Lamb chops.
Yeah.
Lamb chops.
That wasn't the name of the show.
This video.
Was it?
This
Was that
video.
the name of the
This
show?
video is starting to get like a lamb chops episode.
Was that?
This video is never
God.
going to end.
Was that the title of the show?
I have no idea.
I don't know if it was lamb chops.
This is the video that
in the middle of the
never
night and
ends.
you'd step
It
on
goes
it,
on
and it would
on,
start
my
singing.
friend.
Then you'd step on the
This is the
bananas and
video
pajamas
that
guy,
never
and it
ends.
would go off, and then you would step on Molly.
Are
and
you
she
done?
Would go off.
Are you done?
Molly was from, I can't remember the show.
Lamb chops.
Under the couch in the bed.
Are you done?
In the couch.
Are you done?
Something about a couch.
Are you done?
With Molly.
Archie, is mommy done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, we'll see y'all,
You
folks.
always want me to talk, and yet when I talk, you're like, shut up, stop talking.
7.5 out of 10 for Madison Golf and RV Resort.
Sure.
See you all later.
Bye.